because you're always like hyper focused, right?
Yeah, it's just in 25 minutes.
Extremely productive. You too, Mike, right? Okay, guys.
25 minutes to get back on task.
I guess if we're going to have closing thoughts, I guess one thing that I really enjoyed about this week is being able to answer the questions that I might not have been able to answer before if I was trying to demonstrate the product, specifically Teams, to a client. How to control and govern the product. The general chat, for instance, give you a dumping ground of just useless information. How to control who can post, who can't post, what kind of alerts you're getting, and to give them some insight on how they can get a stranglehold, I guess is probably not a good analogy, but how they can get a hold of their
It's an interesting term
environment.
to come to mind, right?
And the one thing that I've really learned here is that we just scratch the surface of everything we do.
I think so.
There's just
so many
so
things.
much that
You
we're
know,
just we
Azure-
don't know, and we wouldn't have known if we wouldn't have been here because you don't have time
That's right.
to research this stuff,
That's
and
right.
then you hear it, and it's like,
Well,
wow,
the information wasn't released till this week, right?
correct.
So I remember when I was a kid, there was an episode of Tom and Jerry, the cartoons, right? And I don't know if Jerry came across either he lifted weights or he took something, and he became this muscle-bound mouse, just instant muscles, right?
Like mine.
And it seems like that's what happened to Azure. Azure
Yes.
just
Yes.
exponentially began to grow, and now we have, what is it, Azure Sentinel, Azure Synapse, and all these other pieces that, and then the thing is, they're new, but they're not so new because this company's already using them to create their own products or improve their own process and things of that nature. So I'm like, wow.
And they're integrating everything across platforms. So it's a one-stop shop for everything. And one of the things that I saw in the last session we attended for the Teams management, policy packages. So you can now have a set of policies that you can package into one large package and then apply that to a subset of users within Office 365. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So instead of organization-wide for Office 365
You can
users,
bundle them and apply them to certain
Yeah.
subsets that you've tagged in your environment.
so is it just me, or do you guys see how Microsoft is paving the way for serverless administration and infrastructure?
Yeah.
Where here we can do permissions and policies and provisioning and all that, and we don't need server.
And you don't need this system administrator domain level account for somebody because they're bringing it down to the the granular of they need read access for this or this or this application might need this, or I might just need the read access to this and this, or view access. It's not about system administrator. They all have this top level access. That's it. That's not the way they're moving. They're moving to where it's really granular. When you give somebody permissions, they're just going to have permissions to that app or to whatever they need to be looking at or running with.
So does it seem like we're going to be able to get more granular in permissions
Oh, absolutely.
than with traditional AD and permission?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because just running through Microsoft Teams and doing some importing on some templates around the healthcare or the banking is that you need 3 or 4 different permissions to be able to do this, and that's it. And then it just moves it into the application. So that's all the permissions you need to be able to do any of that, or for it to even run.
And they're making it easier for administrators to do that with that time, like just in the GUI and the time-bound access and that sort of thing. You can grant somebody permissions and then forget, and then they're alive until you remember to fix it. So you can checks and balances, I guess. Is what
One thing that stood out in my mind today, and it was so simple. It was part of one of the adoption sessions, right? And it said basically that there's a difference between Office 365 and Office as we know it, Office 365. The only difference is licensing. The user experience is the same, right? But I think that companies are looking at it like, well, this is way different, right?
Right.
It's just choosing different licensing models. The rest, whatever the user experience, the way Word works in 2016 versus Office 365 is going to be pretty much the same.
And the way they're integrating everything into Teams too, with Word, PowerPoint, because we've learned it through PowerPoint. But with the calendar invites, and then now they're just overall in general about it. You know, it just changes
I think
things.
after this first couple of days, I've never really looked at Microsoft as an ecosystem like I have after today. Like there's so many products, or not products, but features that they're enabling within their suite of products that you don't need third party to do this with something. You can end-to-end message encrypt email right out of Office 365. Just out of the box.
You can.
You don't need all this integration.
But I will say this, right? Just in fairness, right, to not make it seem like Microsoft should or is monopolizing anything, right? That there are certain third-party solutions that truly make it easy,
Right.
or some type of to ease a workflow or a process flow, right? So I was talking to a few vendors today. You know, we talked to them about Labs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they have a service that actually started before Labs, but it's almost every 7 days it changes the password, right? And it scans the network for certain things. But some of these solutions are just kind of, and they're really good. They might be pricey, right? But these third-party solutions are actually good. Are all third-party solutions good? No. Do you end up sometimes making the layer too thick by adding a certain stack of third-party solutions? Probably, because I've seen that in companies, you know, in my career as a consultant. However, I just want to say Microsoft has a lot of good things, a lot of good features. They haven't every single time in the past sewn them together where the process
Yeah.
flow is easy.
It seems that they're starting to do that.
It looks like it. But
One other thing I've learned too is it's not so much about Ignite though. It's about the MFA, multi-factor authentication.
oh, okay. Got it.
Is that how much influence Microsoft has had telling these companies you need to do it? Because I don't know how many apps I've opened up that I've had to have the authentication, have a text sent to me with the number to validate over the last month. It's quite a bit. So
To the point where I'm used to it now.
Yes.
So talking about user adoption,
Yes.
it becomes part of your the standard, your everyday life, where you just expect to log into something and it's going to say, hey, we got to send you a verification code, and you're going to put the verification code in. So it's, like you said, it's happening with different apps, not just Microsoft. So it's
Yeah.
not like Microsoft is being the only one saying, hey, we need you to keep things secure. And at the end of the day, that's what it's doing. It's keeping your data safe.
yes, it is. That's one thing I've seen before. You know, Ignite. That it's really, to me, it's good adoption.
Well, I can't wait to see what we will have to talk about tomorrow.
Cool.